I hear a woodpecker. We're in the middle to late February. It's like February, I don't know, 19th or 20th or something like that. 18th maybe. And it's a cool day. We haven't had any super freezing days, but it's been real steady. It's been in the 40s. So just kind of like this. Maybe some days a little sunnier than others, but there's that little woodpecker. I think that's a downy woodpecker, the little small ones. It's right there on that dead tree. Little guy. Very neat. A downy woodpecker. And I don't know if you remember, but at the aquarium, they used to have a little exhibit where you could practice the different rhythms of the pecking that the different woodpeckers did. So you could distinguish woodpeckers by the rhythm of the pecking that they do. The downy woodpecker is the smallest one. He's going at it. And it's something how they have some sort of special feature in their head that helps protect their brain from all that shaking. Just peck. Birds, I was having a conversation with somebody yesterday of just about how neat birds are. The birds, not only are they just so unique, they're very smart. They're the common ancestor between the dinosaurs and mammals. They branched off, I guess, somewhere back. And they're warm-blooded. They're very social, highly intelligent. The birds, they're not mammals, they're birds, of course, but it's kind of like flying in terms of like a lot of their, they lay eggs, and one of the key features of mammals is that they give live birth and feed their young milk. But birds don't do that. But as far as like intelligence and metabolism and socialization, birds are very capable in terms of like especially, you think about the very smart birds, the most like the ravens and the parrots and the larger birds. And, the song and communication skills that they have. But the neat thing about birds is obviously they can migrate unlike anything else. So they also have such a indication of the seasons and the marking of time. There goes that little guy. So, and they're just such a neat part of our environment. Just the little things like observing the different kinds of animals, and then specifically, types of animals like the birds, and the different kinds of birds. It's just such a joy and such a wonderful part of all of it, And it was like here on the Outer Banks, we watched the migration of the different birds come and go, and the waterfowl, and you hear the geese coming in the fall, and winter's coming, and you hear the osprey in the spring, and summer's coming, and then you see all the other little kinds of birds that come and go. The hummingbirds in the summertime are so pretty, and then right in the dead of winter, like today, we've had a little bit more sunlight and a little bit. The temperatures have been very steady in the 40s, so we haven't really had freezing temperatures. And so, that little woodpecker gets out and is trying to get some food today. There may be some maybe it's been warm enough for some bugs to be moving around a little bit, because that's what they feed on. They tap into that tree, and These little squirrels are out jumping around, more active, and so you can see how they have to hunker down there on those cold days. You walk around and you don't see many birds or even squirrels or anything running around. They're just trying to conserve energy, and and then when they get a little bit of warmth, they got to go out and eat as much as they can. Of course, the ducks are a little different. The ducks, they're in the aquatic environment, so there's things that they can dig around and eat the roots of plants and catch little fish and things that might be moving around and whatever. But yeah, it just is it makes you so connected to your environment. It just gives us a lot of joy and peace. It's just this natural kind of, their mind kind of goes into a very pleasant experience, just connecting with nature and seeing all of these things. So it's one of those great things we can do for our well-being, and so many things that we need to do to take care of our well-being and being your own. Obviously, there's a need for doctors and those types of things, but there's a lot to be said for learning as much as you can learn about your own health and your own anatomy and how the body works, so that you can understand your body and the reasons for why things are like they are, and so you can keep yourself healthy. And in that knowledge of those things at an early age, and then you keep studying and keep adding. There's always something new to learn or relearn or discover, but it goes a long ways towards being independent and having a good life, but also the impact you have on other people. You take it upon yourself to gain knowledge and information and understanding. You can also, not only help yourself a lot, but help your close ones and your friends and family, and because that's always been a major part of human civilization and societies and tribes and everything, was trying to understand our health and wellness and disease. And tribes and things, they had medicine men or whatever, and sometimes they weren't always, sometimes in some civilizations they got to be very good at the adapting and studying medicine for their surroundings. And then in other places they kind of got a little off track, and in some places they understood things that one group didn't understand, and another group understood things that another group understood. But even in modern times, we think there's one track of understanding of human health, and that's not true. There's lots of different pieces of it that different groups of people understand, and even in some areas of modern medicine, they're not even allowed to talk about certain things that other official sources can. So there's a guy doing a wheelie on a bicycle. That takes some practice. But I love you, and it's a beautiful Sunday. So I saw a picture of you climbing a rock wall. That's so awesome. Such good exercise. And it's so impressive. It was a great job. You were build those muscles, and such a good sport. I love you.